Okay, 2 months ago, I said I was going to do a follow-up review of these Yamaha HW3 lightweight stands. And 2 months went by. So I'm doing it now. Here we go. Okay, this might be the shortest video I've ever made because after using this hardware, which, in case you didn't watch the first video or are unaware of this hardware pack, is 2 cymbal stands, a snare drum stand, and a hi-hat stand. So 4 stands altogether, coming in at a total weight of 17 pounds, which is pretty extraordinarily light. So I've used them on several gigs finally. The reason it took me 2 months is because right after I made that first video, I had a couple gigs booked where I was going to use these, and then I had an opportunity to do a bunch of gigs through November and December in which I did not have to use any of my drums. All I had to do was get on a bus, arrive at the venue, and the drums were there. So, you know, who knew? Now that's over with. I've done about 6 gigs or so with these, and really they're great. I have to say they're great. 2 thumbs up with the following 2 caveats. Number 1, I use a double pedal frequently for a lot of different kinds of gigs, and you cannot use a double pedal with the hi-hat stand that comes with this hardware pack. So I hope Yamaha comes up with a version of this hi-hat stand where the tripod base does rotate, allowing you to use a double pedal. And the second caveat would be that you can only buy these pieces as a pack. I wish that Yamaha would sell these individually, because I usually play with at least 3 cymbals, 2 crashes, and a ride. So, you know, I wind up having to use a 3rd cymbal stand. And I would definitely buy an individual cymbal stand if I could. And that's really about it. Other than that, these things are great. They really hold up well. You know, the cymbal stands appear to be a little lightweighty, kind of flimsy-ish, but they're really not. I put a heavy 22-inch ride cymbal on the cymbal stand, no problem at all. The cymbal stands grip very tightly because they have nylon bushings and everything. Yamaha has always designed hardware very well, and these cymbal stands are no exception to that. I just want to show you their tripod design is really pretty unique. I haven't seen this in any other cymbal stand. Oh, okay. So this is the snare stand, but that's okay. So if you look at this, and again, this is kind of repeating the first video, you can see that these tripod legs are hollow, but the way they're designed, they're very sturdy. They're very solid. I don't get the feeling ever when I'm playing on a gig that my stands are about to fall over or they're weak. You know, I'm not that young, so I remember what hardware used to be like. Top of the line hardware when I was a kid was just shitty. I mean, it was terrible. You know, I would wind up having to go to the hardware store and get bolts because my wing nuts on the cymbal stands would break off, and really. So, you know, these things are definitely top quality, very solid. Yamaha is marketing these for a gigging drummer who is just driving to a gig wherever. But no, to me that's really limiting the market. I think the market for these is much wider, much broader than that. So I play with several different acts. One of them is like a, you know, classic rock band, and I use a big kit, you know, when the hardware that came with that kit, it's a Mapex kit, is pretty heavy duty. These are fine. Like, I will totally replace that hardware with this hardware, and I have. You know, I bring this bag with me. The only problem as I said, is that it's not enough. So I have to augment this hardware pack with another cymbal stand and, unfortunately, a hi-hat stand that accommodates double pedal. All right, I'm just repeating myself, but the bottom line is, my conclusion is that this stuff is first rate. I love it. I just wish that I could buy more of it. So there you go, guys. That was pretty short, right? Okay. See you in the next one. Molly, go lie down. Go lie down. Go ahead. Go lie down.